infinite universe and spirituality. When we take a telescope and see, we see billions of galaxies and endless galaxies. When we take a microscope and see, even in a small 1 centimeter skin area, we see galaxies of microbes. So there also it is infinite. Visible, whatever the relative world what we appreciate as a human species, is also infinite, because if you go deep into anything, it's all made up of atomic stuff, and atomic stuff contains 99.9999% empty like space and a lot of subatomic particles. And this one subatomic particle, it is infinite. Subatomic particle has a low frequency and infinite wavelength. Like for example, our mind has a high frequency and wavelength is shorter. But the spiritual side of the silence, or the inside, once if you go within, infinite wavelength. Because when we have a fluctuation, high frequency, we are into a narrow world. If you go deep into it, even a single subatomic particle we don't know. So basically it is an infinite world. Whatever we are visible, species specific. It may be different in snakes, in dogs, in bats, in birds. It is a species specific what we appreciate. Surface reality. But the deeper reality, it's an infinite world. That's why our people, our sages used to call it as Isa Vashamidam Sarvam. Whatever peripheral reality is just a virtual reality out of our brain. Whatever we are seeing as a small earth is a relation to the Milky Way. Then Milky Way in relation to the universe, we are not even a speck of sand. Or a drop of water in the ocean. Whatever we are experiencing, the relative surface reality is just like a drop of water. The inside there is an ocean, or the iceberg is what we appreciate. Inside it's a huge. So scientific spirituality recommends wholeness. This wholeness includes the existence from quantum essence to infinite galaxies, what we call it as outer reality. At the same time, the inner reality is atomic stuff which has an infinite wavelength. The center, which is timeless, spaceless, silent, inherent, peace. The characteristics we need to adapt, both outer as well as outer finite and infinite inner. Both together we call it as wholeness. And living with this wholeness is spirituality. What we perceive is a light of narrow spectrum of electromagnetic spectrum. With that, we are in the perception cocoons. As a relative human species, we become the whole. Once if you get back to our deeper reality, the silent state, the virginal state, what we have come to this planet as a zygote to almost 9 months in the intrauterine life, we are silent beings. Even now, when you go to deep sleep, we are in that state. So, the wholeness we need to acquire in the infinite universe. Thank you.